those hipsters, I wanna dance.
I said don't stop, don't stop, don't stop talking to me. Don't stop giving me things.
Hello guys and welcome back to the F1 2016 career mode for the Chinese Grand Prix. I don't know, I'm with mixable feelings for this Grand Prix, because it hasn't been the best Grand Prix for me in in all the F1 games, but we came from a very bad fuel efficiency problems in Bahrain, so I don't know what to say. We still got some work to do with the upgrades, but until Spain I'm not gonna do any upgrades. I'm just gonna save some resource points. So yeah, I think that's the best way to do it for the moment. But let's go to practice one. So here we are, results of practice one. The track acclimatization test was just completed. It wasn't perfect this time. The qualifying pace, not gonna explain what happened, but anyways, in the time management test, as always, we failed. So let's go to qualifying.
We'd like to welcome you from wherever in the world you join us today for this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximizing top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
So here we are, qualifying session of the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's just get into the car, and yeah, I'm just going to show you the last sector of my best lap. Got to load also my setup. So here we are, last sector of my qualifying lap. Will already improved 1.2 seconds from my last lap, which still isn't that good because it's going to be something like a 1:38, and 2 seconds of pole is something you don't want to see. But wrong a little bit into the last corner, but it's going to be across the line. And what is it going to be? 18th place. It is going to be 18th place for the Chinese Grand Prix. So
the grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Hamilton, Raikkonen and Max Verstappen. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
So here we are in the results. You can clearly see Kevin Magnussen finishes 16th, which was the team objective, and my team objective also was to beat Kevin, but nothing happened.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing and extraordinary memories. It's where Lewis Hamilton effectively lost the title in his rookie year, and it's where Nico Rosberg claimed Mercedes' first win of the modern era in 2012. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill and a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Joining me once again to take you through this race is the effervescent Anthony Davidson, and I'm very much looking forward to it getting underway. You raced here, of course, didn't you, back in your Super Aguri days in that infamous Chinese Grand Prix of 2007?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't last that long though, unfortunately. Qualifying had gone pretty well, but my brakes failed quite early in the race, around lap 10 or 11, something like that. And of course, back in 2004, I was the very first Formula 1 driver to complete a lap of this circuit. Just thought I'd mention that for you, Crofty. You like a good stat. It's a fairly tough circuit on the brakes here, though. There's that long back straight down into turn 14, and then you got turn 6 and 11. They're quite heavy as well. On top of that, managing your front tyre wear is always a challenge around here, so there's a lot to keep in mind during the Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Raikkonen, who'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Valtteri Bottas and Rosberg, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Sainz and Felipe Massa, Alonso, Grosjean, Nico Hülkenberg and Perez, Nasser, Magnussen, Esteban Gutierrez and de Renault, Haryanto and Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein and Jenson Button completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are, guys, ready for the start of the Chinese Grand Prix, so for P18. And yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do, but I hope for a good start and actually beat the points. That's pretty exceptional. But here's the race strategy. It's a 2-stop strategy: softs, medium and medium. So is that gonna work? I don't know. I see a lot of clouds there on the station forecast, so it could be rainy in the closing stages of the race. So you never know what can happen. You could do something very, very clever, put on the heaters or something like that, but put on the wets, I don't know. But anyways, for the moment we're gonna go for the 2-stop strategy. So let's start the formation lap. After the formation lap, and we are off. We're gonna try and warm the brakes, warm the tires. Get some heating to the brakes, as the team radio says. And now forming gap for the grid. It's time for the start. I hope we're gonna have a good landing. That's the main thing here in F1 2016. I'm sorry if I'm not talking too loud. I just literally woke up. But anyways, 5 lights and it's lights out. I don't know where we go. It wasn't the best of landings, but it seems like the AI didn't get a better start than me. So we're gonna go down the inside of my teammate, and I think the Haas was already. We make contact there with Felipe Nasser. We're gonna hold it into the inside line. This collision with Felipe Nasser, as we can see. But we're now around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. We're gonna try to go, but that's a very good start there, as we're already up into P9. And don't forget, we're in a slower compound tire, so that will go very well for us. We're now down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, but could we get possibly also Daniel Kvyat, who's gone very slow into this corner right now. We try to hold it around the outside. That's a wonderful move. Kvyat's gonna try to get us there. Oh, it's straight into me he goes. Very aggressive there from Daniel Kvyat, but we got him. So we're up into P5 after some pit stops, and Sergio Perez is now trying to overtake me. Down the inside he tries to go, and he gets me. We're gonna try to make the undercut there. And there we go, back into P1. Because we're leading a race in a Renault. That's I know we're not gonna win the race, but leading a race in a Renault is just something a lot different. Back straight, guys, we're still in the lead, but Lewis Hamilton is trying to overtake me, and now here he goes. We try to squeeze him back to the outside line. I'm gonna try to hold it around the outside there into turn 6. Hamilton is still on the outside line. We could try and do something, get back into it, but no. Hamilton has taken the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix. Lap 7 on our tires and literally getting worse and worse. And this time it's Sergio Perez, but Nico Hülkenberg is out of the race. It's very interesting to see. That's now virtual safety car. The virtual safety car is out. It's the first time we see the virtual safety car in an F1 game, and I think it is time to make my pit stop. I don't know if this is pretty, you know, how's it again, intelligent, but a pure safety car would have helped us a lot right there. I think that the virtual safety car is not helping us a lot, because if we had the safety car, I could have pushed into the pit stops more. But now with the virtual safety car, can push a lot. But now that was a pretty decent pit stop. But are we going to exit in the points? That's the main thing. And yes, we are. We're still into P9. It's a very good position to be. We're in P9, and yeah, a very good position to score 2 points. You know, and that's very good to score points in this Renault on Legend AI. Sebastian Vettel now is starting to get us a lot of custom made pits. We need to P3. We try to make the same strategy as with Hamilton. This time, Vettel down the inside he goes. Try to hold it. This time we're around wide, and that's gonna help more Vettel to get the traction well. Down into P4 we go, guys. We're gonna try and possibly get Vettel again into this corner. Down the inside we go. Very audacious move there. Into turn 1, into the snail section, and we make it up into P3 again. Wonderful battles there with the top teams. Side by side with Hamilton. He's going to be very close. He is into the outside line. I break too early. We're trying to get him down the inside once again. We make contact there with his side pods. Very, I don't know. These are the amazing battles, but now Hamilton, he's going out around the outside. Vettel goes down the inside of me. It's going to be 3 wide into turn 1. And Vettel and Hamilton have made contact. And Vettel is probably out of the race. He's out in the sand. That's amazing contact with Vettel and Hamilton. That's what to expect when you're 3 wide into this first corner. It is impossible to turn in well. But Hamilton, oh no, it's Rosberg trying to get me now down the inside. I'm going to try to hold it around the outside, and we break later than Rosberg. Once again right wide. Sorry about that, but Rosberg now got us. We're down into P4. Rosberg has the pace now to extend the lead, to extend the gap, but yeah, down to P4. It's time for pit stop, guys, on another set of medium tires. As it's starting, it's starting to rain a little bit, you know, that light rain right there. And I don't know if it is going to get bigger and bigger, that rain. I don't know. It could be very interesting in the end of this race, but for the moment we're going on the medium tires. I was thinking to get on the soft, but once again we get held up. Like, my races are ruined about that. I could have been now in P7 instead of P9. All the hard job, all the hard job, all the defense I've done to be once again behind Kimi Räikkönen. Brilliant, just brilliant, you know. It's lap 26, guys, and it's time for the intermediate tires. What the fuck is going on outside my house? But anyways, it's time for the intermediate tires. I cannot drive on the slicks, but it has been 2 or 3 laps that my lap time for getting worse and worse in slicks. So I don't know if I should have done it later. I've actually got together with the AI because I want to go with the strategy that the AI goes as Perez gets through once again. I think my pace on the words is very good, as I've done in some races, some gameplay races I've done, which I haven't uploaded, and I don't think I'm gonna upload. But anyways, my pace is good in the words, but I think that if it would have done that early, it would have been better. Sainz is still on the video, so you can clearly see the difference there. You're gonna possibly get Sainz down the inside. There you go. And Kvyat and Sainz made contact. Unbelievable scenes. The 2 Toro Rossos have made contact. That's unbelievable. So many contacts. Last corners, and what I've come through my mind is that, yep, it should have been better if we would be any of the meters, but we didn't take the risks. Well, we have to take the risk. It's such a slow team, it's such a slow track, but it's P9 for the Chinese Grand Prix, and a very good race actually to put in our trophy.
A great win then for the Red Bull team today. Tell me, Alex, what was the key to this success?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Jenson Button. People always say he's a really smooth driver, but as he's shown here today, that's not at the expense of speed or overtaking skill.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So guys, race results. I don't know. It has gone well, but the top 7 or no, top 6, for anyone wondering, was on the mediums. And in the last lap that I've put the Inters, I gained to them something like 3 or 4 seconds. So if we would have done that earlier, we would be possibly fighting for the win, and also pass Perez because he had absolutely no pace. Back at the motorhome, and it's not good scenes for us. We have lost our rivalry against Kevin Magnussen, lost my first rivalry, and yeah, that's not good to see. So yeah, we lost our rivalry, but we got to get some resource points from the Russian practice, and then gonna do a lot of upgrades with the car. One of them is going to be the chassis, of course, as you all know, and possibly the engine. I don't know, but first of all, it's the chassis, because if we upgrade the chassis, we can overtake a lot of teams. But yeah, it's gonna be a good upgrade. I think gonna help a lot the team and the car, and of course my teammates' performance. So now that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribe from Twitter and Instagram as we anything you ask a fan. But to the lads, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, lads.